I mean, since I was a kid, I pick my thumbs. I pick the skin off till I'm like bleeding. Like I have always been anxious little kid, and have little ticks. I'll bite my like lips until they're swollen, puffy. Do you have any of those weird things that you do like me? Good, don't. This is bad for you. And like I'll have an interview the next day and be like, I'm bleeding.
I don't know. I think my anxiety comes out in different ways, like physical pain.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what has been the hardest, especially getting like diagnosed with anxiety, because I'm like, I'm having awful back pain, or I literally feel like I tore my ACL and like can't walk. My knee hurts so bad. I'm getting x-rays, no idea what's wrong. And then finally discovering like that's anxiety. I think that's always been there and they would come out in migraines or stomach migraines or any kind of pain. And that's finally like slowed down. But I think I've had that my whole life.
Isn't it horrible when, well, it just makes me feel horrible. It sucks to hear. Like when I went to the emergency room one night because I was like, I'm having an allergic reaction. And the guy came in so sad looking. He was like,
in your head.
You're having a panic attack. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm allergic to steak, clearly. Like, check again. But yeah, it's frustrating and scary to find out how powerful your brain is. Because I was having like pain throughout my whole back, but also fiery heat. And I was like, I'm sweating and I don't understand what's happening. And sometimes I would have not vomit, but the other way. Yeah, so I had a lot of physical anxiety that like came out in weird ways. And I remember going to a psychologist, right? Psychiatrist? Which one is it? Dr. Bowman? Do you know him?
No, I was
like,
going to say
great.
Medicine is psychiatry.
Medicine is psychiatry.
They give you medicine.
Words are tough for me still, but mental health is like cleared up because I went to a psychiatrist and I explained to him, and I went to like acupuncture, everything, therapists everywhere, and everyone's like, good luck. But when I went to a psychiatrist, he was like, oh, simple. Your chemicals are very off right now. And we can fix that with this type of medicine. And I was like, shut up. Seriously? And I was so happy. I was like shaking and crying. And then by the next month, I started this one medication and all of the vibrations stopped and all of the weird shit happening to my body stopped. And I was like, I can live. I can have a life, you know? But in that moment of torture, you're like, this is going to be me for the rest of my life. Yeah. Like you've had that already at 20.
Well, I was on anxiety medication and like antidepressants when I was a sophomore in high school. And then one day I felt really sick at school and like I knew something was wrong. I've never felt this way before. And I spent the whole day in the nurse's office. School was over and I like walked outside and then fell to the ground and had seizures.
Stop it.
And I've never had a seizure before. I didn't even know I've never seen anyone have a seizure. Got taken to the hospital and luckily they did like the camera test to like show it wasn't epilepsy, but it was psychogenic non-epileptic seizures caused by anxiety. So like after that, I kind of stepped back from medication and I was just like, I was a shell of a human because I was taking so many different things to try to fix everything. And I was like, I need to fix the underlying stuff. And I'm 15 at the time. I would like, my brain is still developing. I shouldn't be putting all this medication in my body. So I kind of went back, switched schools.
I was going to say, you're so young then too.
Yeah, that's impressive.
And just kind of got my act together. It took like a year to finally feel better after getting off all of that medication, because they were just like throwing things to try to fix everything.
I think mine was so great because it's such like a light dose of like a light one pill, you know, it's like one thing.
Yeah, I was on a hard dosage and I was just like so numb. And then now I'm just chilling and get anxiety, but like different. It's not,
you know like how to handle it now?
Because
when you were 15, were you on TikTok?
No, I was like,
wow,
sophomore in high school chilling. Like I was
chilling. Wow.
Yeah, but that was probably the peak of my worst anxiety, and then it just kind of got like calmed down from there. And
I'm surprised, like, I mean, how did you handle all the fame like thrown on you at such a young age after all that?
I think the way I look at it is I've never been worse than that. So I'm like, this is great. If I don't get back to that point, I feel great.
Right.
Like everything is just, even when I feel really down, like in the show, when I got to that point, that was probably like the closest low point.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't as bad as it was when I was like 15. So
It's crazy because that did, it didn't look fun. Watching
yeah,
that.
we watched the show. We love your show.
Thanks.
I really love the director, whoever's doing it, because when you see like the texting and everything and all the comments,
I'm like, holy fuck.
and y'all showed everything. That was ruthless.
Yeah.
That scene, like I was just really going through, and I was driving around. I was like, this is unsafe for me to drive, and I don't want to be home alone. I'm going to my parents' house. And I was like, I just went in, and they were filming, and they're like, can we film this? And I was like, whatever.
Whatever.
Which I'm like kind of glad they did, because being able to see that in my growth from like then, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
why was I like, I hate that I felt like that, and I hate that I let myself feel like that, because
From the comments?
yeah, I was just,
Girl, I would feel like that.
Yeah,
Bless them.
dude,
Are you
those
kidding
are-
me? I get one comment that's like, but she was cool back in 2014. I'm like, I'm gonna cry.
Our mom deletes
Like,
comments every
my
single
mom
day
deletes
just to make sure
comments.
that doesn't happen.
literally deletes bad comments. She stays up all night deleting bad comments. Like,
that's so sweet.
the way you handled it, I thought was legendary. I was like, I would have cried and quit and ran away. So you're strong and badass. And I look at you like a hero, because I'm like,
Yeah, it's
if
really
I
cool
ever
that you showed
had to
that
be as
moment.
famous as you, like, it'd be nuts. And I don't know how you handle it while looking so damn good. Like, you're doing great.
Thank
And
you.
you've like barely just begun.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
That's so crazy. I feel like retired. I don't know.
I mean, girl, you could be.
20 I'm spent.
Like, I'm spent. You could be. That's so legendary. Oh. Okay, wait. We didn't even get to talk about Wild though.
Oh yeah, we got into snot, and then
We got into snot
Yeah,
and
that's what it was.
anxiety.
Wild. Okay.
Wild.
yes. So the song is Wild, coming out May 27th, and actually it was supposed to come out May 20th. And Harry Styles' album is coming out May 20th.
You smart. I was literally just thinking, thank God she moved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart move.
It was like,
Smart
I
move.
saw, well, that was like the main reason, but also we needed to finish like the music video and all that
Music
stuff. But I was
videos,
like,
man.
you know what, guys, let's just push it back a week. Like, it's not worth it.
It's nice to have that freedom. Yeah, we just pushed my single back another week because I'm like, I will not get the video done in 2 weeks.
So the song is basically kind of the main idea of me, I would say, because I try to show my true self online, but I definitely do block the best part of me, which
You block the best part of you from online?
because I just feel like I never want to lose that. And also I get really nervous. I do get nervous in front of cameras or talking to people. And when I'm in a room and I feel safe, I'm my wildest and truest self. And
Love that.
it's like not even a going crazy thing. It's just like free. And I think like a lot of the lyrics in it are just, I'm very confused and going back and forth and not really sure what I feel, but I know who I am. And hopefully at one point I can show that to everyone. But right now, when I'm with the people I trust and love and myself, like I will be that person. I hope that makes
I
sense.
love that.
I have
yeah.
like
I
an-
love
get
it.
that.
Yeah.
What if,
I also want you
can
to
you
like.
do it on stage? Can we see the wild you on
Wait, what?
stage when she performs?
Oh, you're gonna go wild?
Come
You're gonna
on.
have a full choreographed dance move?
No,
Wild.
I have been like mapping out what my performance of everything is going to look like, and I'm like so embarrassed. I drive on back roads on purpose so I can practice by myself and no one can see me, and I'm like,
No, I do the same
Wow.
thing. I do the same exact thing. If I'm in the back seat and Daryl's driving, I'm like fully in a music video. Also in the shower, like when the steam has made it all foggy, I'm like literally performing ass naked. Like here's how I'll do it. I gotta stop with this move. It's gotta
That's
be
your
deleted.
go-to,
It's like,
dude.